Welcome to the class, everybody. In this class, we will look up to certain points of this lecture 4. Physical condition required for the growth. So we will discuss about a couple of topics into this, mostly the oxygen requirement, pH, temperature, and the miscellaneous requirements. All these factors, they are actually essential for the growth of a bacteria, and based on this we can also classify the different types of bacteria based on this. First is very important aspect of this is the temperature. Every bacteria, they have their own temperature range that required for the growth of a microorganism. Temperature in the bacteria, they share a particular relationship when the minimum, maximum or the optimum growth temperature is there. Here in this say we can see this, the optimum temperature is that temperature which may not be minimum, may not be a maximum, but is at the proper level or a good level, and on that temperature the bacterial growth will be very high, or the good bacterial growth can be achieved. This means this is the perfect exact temperature at which the growth can be observed. That is called the optimum temperature. So based on this temperature we can classify the bacteria into 3 to 4 different classes. Here you can see the first class of a bacteria based on the temperature is called psychrophiles. Psychrophiles, mostly they grow on the range of 15 to 20 degrees centigrade. Second class is the mesophiles. Mesophiles grow at the range of this, particularly mostly 20 to 40. So mesophiles, they are mostly the normal flora of bacteria generally. Most of the bacteria comes under the mesophile class. Third is the thermophiles. Thermophiles are somewhat, they require higher temperature than the normal mesophiles. They require a 50 to 60 degrees centigrade of a particular range. Last is the extremely thermophile class of a bacteria. They require more than 100 degrees centigrade temperature. Such kind of a bacteria, they generally found into the hot springs or the extreme environmental conditions. These bacteria, they evolved like this, and they have the particular genes that can tolerate this much of a high temperature. So these are the 4 different types of bacteria we can classify based on the temperature range. So in this case, the psychrophiles, optimum temperature is the 4. Okay. Mesophiles, optimum temperature is mostly the 37 to 39. So starting from the 10 to the mostly the 50. Okay, it's the range actually. So they mostly grow in between this and this, that is 20 to 40 degrees centigrade. Mesophiles are the most common type of a bacteria. Generally their temperature range is this. Thermophiles, their optimum temperature is the 60 degrees centigrade, range is 40 to 70. And this thermophile, that is the hyperthermophile and the extreme thermophile, these two kind of a bacteria, they require the more than 100 degrees centigrade temperature, as they are growing into the very external harsh environmental conditions, mostly in the hot springs or the particularly into the high temperature area of say volcano kind of a soil where they can be easily identified. So these are what the thermophile, which require the high temperature for their growth. So this was overall the classification of a bacteria, that is psychrophile, mesophile, thermophiles and the extremely thermophiles bacteria based on the temperature. Well, second, we can classify the bacteria based on their gaseous requirement. Now on this gaseous requirement particularly, we can classify the bacteria into 6 different kind of classes. Mostly we can classify based on the growth pattern observed into the particular test tubes. Okay? In case of obligatory aerobic bacteria, obligatory aerobic bacteria are those bacteria which require the oxygen. That means if there is no oxygen, there would be no growth. That means they get killed out in the absence of oxygen. So the requirement of the oxygen is a mandatory, and they generally grow at the top of the solution. Then facultative anaerobic bacteria. These bacteria, they actually can grow in presence or in absence of oxygen. That means they want oxygen, but they do not need oxygen. It is not mandatory for them to have the oxygen into the medium. So mostly they are some kind of evenly distributed into the test tubes. So facultative anaerobic bacteria are those bacteria they can grow in presence or in absence of oxygen. Then we see this aerotolerant anaerobic bacteria. Since this is anaerobic, it means they grow in absence of oxygen. But since it is aerotolerant, means they can tolerate the oxygen. Even if the oxygen is present in the medium, they can grow because they can tolerate the oxygen. While in case of, if you see this strict anaerobic bacteria cannot grow in presence of oxygen. They require the different environment. Okay, so they generally grow in absence of oxygen. That means they grow in presence of carbon dioxide. Since it's a strict anaerobe, that means if the oxygen is present in the medium, they will get killed out. So for their growth, there should be no oxygen. So what is exactly the meaning between this strict anaerobe and the facultative anaerobe? It is the facultative anaerobe bacteria that they can grow in presence or in absence of oxygen, while the strict anaerobe, they grow only when there is no oxygen. That means they grow in presence of a carbon dioxide. While in case of aerotolerant bacteria are the anaerobic bacteria. They can grow in absence of oxygen, but even if the oxygen is present, they can protect themselves from the oxygen. That means they can tolerate the oxygen, and these bacteria in a test tube, they evenly get distributed when there is growth. Okay, their growth pattern is evenly distributed throughout the test tubes. Strict anaerobic bacteria, they generally grow at the bottom of the test tube. While the last class is the microaerophilic bacteria. Microaerophilic bacteria, they grow only when the oxygen concentration is the less. They require the less oxygen concentration, and they grow at the top of the solution, not exact very top, but beneath the top or in between the medium. Okay, so microaerophilic are those bacteria which require the less amount of the oxygen for their growth. So these are what the different classes of a bacteria based on their oxygen requirement. We have the obligate anaerobic bacteria, facultative anaerobic bacteria, aerotolerant, strict anaerobe, and microaerophilic bacteria. So these bacteria, they require different kind of concentration of oxygen or the absence of the oxygen. So based on this, we can classify this bacteria. See, in case of a cultivation of anaerobic bacteria, before this we can talk about the cultivation of aerobic bacteria. So to grow the aerobic bacteria, we simply have to inoculate the bacteria into the test tube and keep into the incubator. That's all. But in case of a bacteria which do not require oxygen, even if the oxygen is present, they will not grow. So in that condition, we have to maintain the anaerobic or the without oxygen condition into the particular environment, right? So what we'll do to cultivate this anaerobic bacteria, we need a particular system that is called the gas pack jar. It's a kind of a jar. Here you can see this is a jar inside of which there are the petri plates are stacked, right? And onto the petri plate we have grown the bacteria. So inside of this jar, the environment is completely anaerobic, that is without the oxygen. So what generally we do, we generally keep certain the chemical elements that can create the anaerobic condition inside the system. That is, mostly we use the sodium bicarbonate or sodium borohydride, so that can release the carbon dioxide. oxide inside the system like this. Okay, so we inoculate the bacteria onto the Petri plate. We keep the Petri plate inside the system. We put the certain chemicals that create the anaerobic environment. That means they produce the carbon dioxide inside of this, and then we close this jar from the top. Okay, so even we generally use the palladium catalyst that helps in the creation of the carbon dioxide inside the jar system. Okay? So simply is what we are doing. We are inoculating the bacteria onto the Petri plate, keeping that Petri plates inside the jar. Okay, and then close tightly with this knob. Right, the chemical inside the jar, they create the anaerobic environment, that they produce the carbon dioxide. So this can be helpful for the growth of anaerobic bacteria. That means they create the anaerobic conditions. They remove the oxygen from the system and produce the carbon dioxide. So this is an instrument for the growth of anaerobic bacteria. Then classification based on the pH. Okay? We simply classify the bacteria which can tolerate the particular range of acids or the alkalis. Okay? So acidophiles, these are the bacteria which can grow at the pH of 5 or the less than 5. Right? We have the mostly the thiobacillus species, acid bacteria, and the intestinal bacteria, where the intestinal juice which are more acidic, even though that acidic juice can be tolerated by the bacteria, that is the acidophiles bacteria. They grow at the pH value of 5 or less than 5. Second is the alkaliphiles. Alkaliphiles, they grow between the pH of 7 to 12. Okay? That means they are more, range is more alkali level. Neutrophiles, they grow at very neutral pH, that is the pH 7. So based on the whether it is acid or the base, and on the basis of its tolerance, we can classify the bacteria as acidophile, alkaliphiles, and the neutrophiles. So this is what the acidophile has the range of generally between the 1 to 5. Okay, this is the range actually. Neutrophiles mostly grow at the 7, okay, in this particular range, and alkaliphiles, they start from this particular up to the 12. Okay, so it become which can tolerate based on this alkaliphile, neutrophiles, and the acidophiles, the bacteria we can classify. Classification based on the miscellaneous requirement, that means the other factors, like say we can classify these as a photosynthetic bacteria. That means these bacteria require the light as their energy source. See, for example, like algae, that is the cyanobacteria. It is the blue-green algae which have these certain genes that helps in creation of the energy from the light. So this is called the photosynthetic microorganisms, and their mostly the growth is because of the light, and that light is mostly the source of energy. So these bacteria is the photosynthetic bacteria. Next kind of bacteria is the halophiles. That means these are those bacteria which can tolerate the high concentration of the salt. That means they generally found into the sea, then or certain any natural bodies of water which have the high salinity. That means they have the high concentration of the salt. So generally they can tolerate the 15 to 30% of the salt concentration. So mostly this particular area where the seashores or the area where the salinity or the salt concentration is very high, and we can find this bacteria particularly in this particular site. Okay, Halomonas and the Halobacillus are the examples of this bacteria. So halophiles are what? They are the bacteria which can tolerate the high salt concentration. Right? And the last is what? It will be osmophiles. Osmophiles, actually they can tolerate the high concentration of the sugar. Okay? That means the osmotic pressure can be balanced by this particular bacteria. So Xeromyces is actually the example for this. Is actually yeast which is present in the jam and cherries, right? So these particular bacteria, they can grow in very high concentration of the sugars, right? So such bacteria is called as the osmophiles. So this photosynthetic bacteria, halophilic bacteria and the osmophilic bacteria, these are the three different kinds of bacteria, can be classified based on their miscellaneous requirements. So up till now what we have learned about this is physical conditions, that is the oxygen requirement. So oxygen requirement, based on this we can classify the bacteria as strict aerobic bacteria, facultative anaerobic bacteria, air tolerant anaerobic bacteria, strict anaerobic bacteria and the microaerophilic bacteria. Based on the pH we have classified the bacteria as acidophile, alkaliphiles and the neutrophiles. Based on the temperature we have classified the bacteria as psychrophiles, mesophiles and the thermophiles, right? And on the miscellaneous it is the photosynthetic bacteria, halophilic bacteria and the osmophilic bacteria, right? So these are what the four different factors on which we can classify the bacteria, and these four factors is actually the physical conditions that are required for the growth of a microorganism. So this is what actually all details about this today's lecture. I think up till now, till the 4 classes, I think we have finished the unit 1. All the topics has been covered up till now. So this unit 1 is finished here. I will upload the notes, PDF file of the notes of this all unit or the all lectures onto the Teachmeet app. I have seen mostly only 20 or 22 people they have joined downloaded Teachmeet app. So I think in the first year class there are mostly 50 or 55 students are there. So I request them all to download this app, and then you can find notes of this unit on that particular app. Okay? So that's all for today. Thank you.